Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back and ready to make your head explode with another scannerific episode of XCOM The Long War. Yeah, we did such a huge volume of mental gymnastics on our last mission, and by huge volume I mean like 6. But it's really only a matter of time now before ConSec agents show up and our entire XCOM project evolves into injecting expectant mothers with some mysterious drug in order to create psychically powered super mutants. Because if movies have taught me anything, it's that the unavoidable end result of gaining psychic powers is a self-destructive orgy of violence and or cataclysmic sort of implosion of society. That's basically the two ways that shit goes down. Why is that, by the way? I mean, if you think about it, it's always in books and movies that feature somebody with amazing mental or other supernatural powers, like Scanners or Firestarter, or if you want to go something, more recent, say, from this decade, like Push or Chronicle. They always end in tragedy, man. I mean, why don't any of the shit biscuits that ever get their amazing powers use them for something constructive? Like, say you're a scanner, for instance. Why not, instead of making people's heads explode, just become the world's greatest poker player, win the World Series, retire a millionaire, nobody needs to know. Maybe you're a fire starter. Great, hey, go get a grant from the government for a green energy startup and then just corner the market on steam electricity. You can generate that shit with your brain. You the guy from Push? Start a moving company. You're the world's greatest furniture mover. Bam, done. Chronicle guy? Get a job at ILM as a special effects wizard. You can work with George Lucas and be on the next Star Wars. Although not that working with George Lucas is necessarily a coup, but I mean, hey, you could work for, well, Disney, I guess now. Anyway, there's tons of ways to use your powers that don't involve being just a complete asshole. Of course, now that I think about it, if I gained phenomenal cosmic power, I can pretty much assure you that my story would also end in a cataclysmic orgy of violence. I mean, I know myself too well. Absolute power would have no trouble corrupting me absolutely, but I am a self-confessed piece of shit. I mean, just ask Kanye, he'll tell you. Anyway, I don't even remember if I had a point when I started the beginning of this little rant, so you know what? Let's just screw it and get to mission control and start scanning. And not the kind of scanning that will make your head explode. Although, this is me playing the game, and my gameplay may be bad enough that your head explodes anyway, so, well. Anyway, let's get to work here. 10 heavy floater corpses for 2 engineers. No. No, no. No. Okay, so we get an abduction mission. Looks like that's going to be over Germany.
Commander,
how come we never get a shot to shoot down those abduction vessels, by the way? I mean,
abductions in progress at
we should get a chance
site
to intercept those. Seems only fair. So swarming alien activity, we get 115 credits for doing this. That's fantastic. Alright, well, let's head to Berlin then. Can pick up some Wurst on our way there. Maybe liverwurst, maybe bratwurst, maybe, I don't know. I think Wurst just means sausage in German, so I'm sure there's a number of kinds of Wurst, but anyway. Let's put together a team here. Swarming alien activity means we're going to need, if not our greatest fighters, at least some decent ones. We could probably get by with a huge Axeman. And with swarming alien activity, we also have a better than reasonable chance that maybe, just maybe, there'll be something with a plasma rifle, a heavy plasma rifle, or perhaps even an ethereal for us to capture, so we are going to be on the lookout for that. Standard loadout for a huge Axeman. We don't want to buck the trend, have him star as someone other than Wolverine. That just seems foolish. We'll get him loaded. Who else would like to travel along on this mission that isn't already a Master Sergeant? We have Officer covered. Tiger Woods is tired. We could send Kanye. We sent Tara Reid out on our last mission. She's good. You know what? Let's send... Do we have anybody faster? Kanye is so slow. What about Anna Big Gun's gun? She's not available, is she? I would much rather send Anna Big Gun's gun if Anna Big Gun's gun is available to gun for us on a gunning mission. Anna Big Gun's gun is available to gun for us on a gunning mission, so we're going to send Anna Big Gun's gun. A little bit of Titan armor for big guns there. And I think we will give her our pink commemorative Can't Take Me Home alloy cannon. Battle scanner. You know, battle scanner flashbang is not a terrible combo for her, but we are going to, of course, give her an arc thrower. Now, we are down to 2 arc throwers because we did use one to build a explosive device or like a stunning device for a mech, which I'm pretty sure is not finished yet, but that's fine. Who else do we want to take? We need a gunner, preferably a good one. It's probably going to be Moose. I think he may be the only guy who's not tired. Yeah, there we go. So, Taylor Moose Lautner, Catherine Zeta-Jones, by the way, no longer going to be a gunner for us. We're in the process of hacking off her withered arms and skeletal limbs to make her into a Goliath. Probably someone who can just stand in front of the worst Hollywood has to throw and just take it like a champ. That's sort of Catherine Zeta's bit. I am going to give Moose the lighter armor just to help with his mobility, although Moose's movement is pretty good. 16, excellent foot speed. Hell, he's faster than Kanye West, who's a scout, and Moose is a fucking heavy weapon guy carrying a saw. So, suck it, Kanye. Scope, laser sight, high capacity mags. That's got Moose sorted. I would like to give him heavier armor if possible. You know, it is going to be possible. Let's just go ahead and do that. We're going to give him some Titan armor. We do need to make items available here just to make sure everybody has access to everything. And we need an assault trooper, not Miley. Could go with Sir Sidney. John Flansburgh, clearly sort of the compromise soldier. You know, with the swarming level of alien activity, we're going to need somebody who's at least reasonably decent. I feel Flansburgh is a little slow, but you know what? Let's go with Sir Sidney, actually. We're going for captures. I want someone who's a little more experienced. And when it comes to experience, let's face it, there is no one more experienced than Sir Sidney Poitier. I mean, I got damn right Sir Sidney Poitier is the most experienced man on this shit show. Sir Sidney will slap the taste out any alien's mouth, and then perhaps your mouth as well. So for Sir Sidney, then, taste slapping and whatnot. Walker servos, breaching ammo. Sir Sidney, of course, is going to get an arc thrower to complete his kit. And that's got Sir Sidney sorted. What else do we need? Medic, yes. Engineer, also yes. What medic do we want to take? Rat Leguizamo, recently enamored with psychic powers, just worked on our last mission. So I'm thinking it's going to be Alan Alda. Well, we could go with Admiral Akbar. We could go with Alan Alda, who's a little quicker. Worse aim. Larry David is never going anywhere, which kind of sucks because actually Larry David is better than our other two medics. But I mean, fuck him. He's Larry David. We can't let that man be exposed to the public. That's, I mean, we could be liable to prosecution for exposing Larry David to the public at large. Just, it seems irresponsible. So we're going to give old Admiral Akbar a Gauss rifle. We're going to give her some the Slim Shady Memorial Slugslinger and a scope. Because her fish goggle eyes make it difficult for Tori to focus on a single target, and she has a lot of trouble hitting things, so I'm going to try and counter the fisheye lens worldview that Tori has with everything we can, you know, sort of contribute to that. I do want to take an engineer, and I'm very tempted to take a Master Sergeant, but I think we'll take Kristen Thousand Yard Stewart instead, because she's got to be getting close to Master Sergeant herself, which I'm quite pleased with. We have a bunch of engineers, and almost all of them are highest rank, sort of reinforcing my opinion that Master Sergeant, or rather engineers, Master Sergeant engineers in particular, because they have bombard, but engineers are the fucking shit. Plasma carbine, alien grenades, that's old Thousand Yards sorted. I mean, if you can be an engineer and it can make you useful, despite having the additional handicap of also being Kristen Stewart, I think that's something to be said for the relative strength of the class. We've got all our baseline roles covered, and honestly, there's really no one else I want to take on this mission, so I think what I'm going to do is take 2 mech troopers. Yeah, we could take 007. It's been a while since Sean Connery's been out of the bay. We wouldn't really be able to give him a fantastic weapon. We could take Vanilla Ice, perhaps, as well. He could contribute with a little engineering. Let's take a look at old Vanilla's. You know what? I think, yeah, let's go with Vanilla Ice here. We'll give him some Aegis armor. Vanilla actually has reasonable aim, so we'll give him a Gauss carbine, just to help with his foot speed as well. Battle scanner, alien grenades. That's got Vanilla Ice sorted, and not an unreasonable chance, actually, that with a kill or two, old Robert Van Winkle could manage to gain a level on this one. Now, we could have gone with the dual mech troopers, but I don't exactly have the weapons I want for my mech loadouts completely constructed yet, so we're just going to go with the single mech trooper for now. And we are going to take Charlie Hunnam, I think. He should be available, yes? Yeah. We're going to get old Chuck, put him in the Mech 3 suit, load him out with a ton of proximity mines, which I have to say I've got an unwholesome affinity for. I really liked proximity mine grenade trick. It's my one move, folks. I mean, it's all I've got, so you gotta kind of let me have it. And that's got Chuck sorted. Let's get to Germany. Somebody is inevitably going to crack a World War II joke on the way in, and German flight control will be forced to interrupt us as we're coming in and go, no, actually, you see, the German airspace is very safe. There's no Luftwaffe in the air over Germany. We are very lovely and polite people, and we have no intentions of world domination because we cannot take a joke. It's just very sensitive about the subject.
We're still picking up transmissions.
Fantastic. This map, what is it with you, Vanilla Ice? Every time we take you on a mission, it's this fucking map. Is this like your home squatting grounds here, Vanilla? What the fuck's the deal here? I hate this map more than any other map in XCOM, and every time we've had Vanilla Ice on a mission, it's been, I think, this map. Except for before he was Vanilla Ice, back when he was just Robert Van Winkle. Anyway, I'm not exactly pleased with you, Vanilla. We've got a swarming level of alien activity. Capture opportunities on this map, I have to say, are going to be very minimal. But let's get someone with a battle scanner in position first. Where's Tori spelling? Admiral Akbar, you might as well go ahead and say it. I mean, because this time it actually is true. It's a trap! Okay. Thanks, Tori. And this time it actually probably is a trap. We're going to have Tori fling a battle scanner down here, just in case.
Eagle eye on the move.
And the last time I played this map, I came across, or didn't rather come across, but I employed a tactic that I had not previously used, and I think I'm probably going to use it again, because it proved to be pretty effective for us. So on our first turn, we actually don't really move much. Vanilla Ice, you're going to throw a grenade at this car. No, don't blow up that cover. Blow up the truck, Vanilla. The truck. The truck, man, the truck. We're going to have Vanilla Ice toss a grenade in the back of that truck, sort of pre-destroy it. Now we have some cover that won't blow up if we use it.
Heading to that location.
New Jax man's going to take a little cover there. Probably Beckett can sort of scout this area for us just to make sure that it's safe. I fully expect it to be safe, and it is.
I'm watching.
So Sydney, you can grab a little cover here behind the back of what used to be a Ford F-150, but is now a flaming heap of smoldering wreckage. Moose, why don't you go keep them company? Big Guns, we'll come back to you in a moment. Kristen Stewart needs to do a little work for us here. K-Stew is going to repeat the Vanilla Ice trick, only on this unfortunate four-door family sedan here. It's a hideous shade of pink. I really think it's better off exploded into flames. I mean, really. Everyone is happier with that thing not being on the roads. No one wanted to look at that. This will probably spawn a pod. Oh, surprisingly, it did not. Alright. So excellent. We have some cover. We've got 3 cars and a bus now, and we can hide behind all of them. We've got floaters. We've got sectoids. Those are our 2 confirmed enemies. Very well then. The Big Guns. We've got 3 battle scanners at your disposal. Why don't you head up here and deploy one?
Visual on the goods.
I just want to see how safe we are, or how potentially boned we are by whatever is lurking back in this area. Because we could be quite boned.
Eyes open.
Battle scanner for Big Guns, then. Alright, so we've got what appear to be several garden variety floaters. Let's just confirm that. These are regular floaters, 4 of them. Alright, well that's interesting. We've got plenty of time to approach them, and we've got sort of a lane of approach that we know is safe. Let's see how close old Chuck can get a proximity grenade to them. Like, how much closer do we have to get Charlie? You know what, for a second I'm actually going to turn the grid on. I don't normally do this. Or, well, perhaps I'm not. I'm not actually sure what that's doing. Okay. Just going to zoom out forever then, huh? Alright. Well, let's count some tiles here. About 6 tiles short. We can get...
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's not at all what I wanted to do with Sir Sydney. That was supposed to be Charlie Hunnam. Fortunately for us, it didn't completely bone us by spawning a pod. Admiral Akbar, why don't you head up to the bus? I just want you in Overwatch. Moose, I want you in the corner of this bus and on Overwatch. Real Steel? You know, I'm comfortable with you kind of just hanging back and holding down the fort, buddy. You're possibly our greatest Overwatch unit, so it seems foolish to not take advantage of your abilities. K-Stew, you can take cover behind the car that you smoked. Vanilla Ice. Similar situation for you, sir. And you can overwatch because you didn't have to dash. Vanilla Ice actually has pretty good foot speed. Although, you know, with dance moves like Vanilla, it seems sensible that, of course, he'd be, you know, agile on his feet. It just stands to follow. We still have sectoids, still got floaters. Alright, Chuck, let's see how many tiles short you are with this proximity mine, buddy. Like 4 tiles short of the ideal landing spot. I'm going to move you 3.
Moving to position. Let's get started.
That's unfortunate.
They're on the move.
On the plus side, we have sort of now figured out exactly what we can do with Charlie Hunnam and proximity mines, how far we can legitimately deploy them and expect a positive result. And deploying them, we are, in fact, going to go ahead and do that. Now, these floaters only have... there's no real reason to try and capture them. They do not have the weapons that we need. We may come back to Big Gun's gun in a minute. Taylor Lautner is going to be able to provide nothing. Neither is Tori Spelling. K-Stu, not really a lot to offer. Looks like this one we're going to have to get it done sort of with Sir Sidney and a combination of Sir Sidney Poitier and a Big Gun's gun, or they're going to have to... that's less good. So there's a chrysalid. That's
coming in from the side.
not necessarily as big a problem as one might expect. We've, this shot should not count. So we can do 9 damage, and Sir Sidney is now in a world of hurt. That shot totally counted. That's bad. Alright, so we're going to have Huge Axeman come and lend some support. We just have to hope that Huge will not pop another pod. That'd be real bad. Alright, Huge, maybe put a little shot on that heavy floater, get his attention for us. 10 damage, that's solid output. Admiral Akbar, why don't you holo-target him up for us? Well, you don't have holo-targeting, so, I mean, you're not going to holo-target him up for us, but despite the fisheye goggles you got working, you did manage to get a hit, so I'm pleased at that outcome. Big Guns, why don't you go rescue Sir Sidney? If you would be so kind as to kill that chrysalid. Nope. That is a serious problem.
Damn it.
I'm on the move.
Vanilla Ice cannot see it,
I feel, Commander.
which leaves us Taylor Moose Lautner, and in order for him to get a shot, he would have to be very much exposed. Don't think Kristen Stewart can throw one far enough for the up and over, but we're going to have to try it. It's our only chance to keep Sir Sidney alive, so here we go. Hey Stu, if you would, please kill that guy because Anna Big Gun's gun can't be trusted. Neither can Kristen Stewart be trusted. Oh, this is suddenly a terrible situation. We're going to purposely provoke a heavy floater grenade then. Alright, well, at least one of our units is going to bring actual combat ability to the table. Surprisingly enough, that unit, Taylor Lautner, who'd have thought? Yeah, we're going to eat some grenade here, but that's wholly expected. Would have been nice if Vanilla Ice could have maybe contributed something.
They're on the move.
Wow, actually took the flank shot at Sir Sidney. I am strictly amazed that missed. He's shooting at Sir Sidney also. Yeah, this is not going to miss.
Got a lot of heat on me.
Or we could be the luckiest crew of all time. Alright, so those guys may or may not be activated. Alright, floater falling back. No idea what that guy's plan was other than perhaps suicide. This is definitively going to hit. There's no way this misses. Yeah, so he just shot Sir Sidney in the top of the head. But with only 4 damage on that, you know, that could have been vastly worse. So we've got some options at our disposal here. I think first things first, we got to worry about these heavy floaters. Now, I would like to get a capture on one of these, but given sort of the support structure that the heavy floaters at their disposal, I'm not sure we're going to have a fantastic chance at that. Let's bring Robert Van Winkle forward. Oh, there's Overwatch. Completely forgot about that. Vanilla Ice getting as lucky here as he did in his sort of musical career, and that is to say, fantastically lucky. So V-Ice could score a kill, and I honestly don't see a reason to just not do that. There you go, Vanilla. Get it done for us. Yeah, perfect. You're not the hero we wanted, but you are the hero we deserve, Vanilla. Less than fantastic shots from old Hugh Jackman there. Not exactly what I would have been hoping for. We may revisit Charlie Hunnam in a moment. Let's see what big guns can do here. 81%. Or alternatively, 34%. Neither of which is particularly effective. You know, I think actually we've got enough outs in this situation. We're gonna bring Chuck down deep. Charlie Hunnam always goes deep. Am I right, Miko? Yeah, and by that I mean he actually dives his Jaeger to the bottom of the ocean. I wasn't trying to say, you know, any kind of like sexual innuendo or anything like that. I just mean, you know, that abyssal trench where he fought those kaiju was at the bottom of the ocean. So, you know, Charlie had to go deep on that one. He didn't have a choice.
Proximity mine.
Little prox mine there. That's got Charlie. And that floater is going to be in some significant trouble. I don't really like the position that Sir Sidney is in. We would like to get him to some manner of cover if at all possible. Let's have him take this 90%, sorry, 97%. Right, I was going to say if that doesn't get a kill, we'll revisit. But that shot doesn't count. That's unfortunate. There's an Exalt trooper in that pile. Okay. Well, that's somewhat unexpected, but that's okay. 2 kills for Sir Sidney here.
No longer a threat.
Now, the question is, how do we handle the rest of this crap? We could have K-Stew come up. I don't think she's going to be able to get a grenade deep enough into, yeah. She can holo target for us, however. Let's actually take this holo target shot. It's quite a good shot from little K-Stew there. She isn't full. She's not in cover, is she? Kristen Stewart is in no kind of cover because she's just standing in the door of that bus like an idiot. Nicely done, Kristen Stewart. You may have just signed your own death warrant, actually. Let's all face it. Hugh Jackman here is not really helping matters. Huge, buddy. Come on, that was that was bad. That was not good, sir. Double 51s. We're gonna get just grenaded to chunks there. That's really what's gonna be the end result of that. I almost feel we have to send big guns forward, but she has bad cover options. Also, there's still that guy. Granted, that guy's not going anywhere. I mean, we've got that going for us. Who to have Moose shoot? You know what? Let's just have Moose take... We gotta kill these floaters. We gotta start whittling them down. So there's Moose. He's gonna at least take one out. We're gonna move with Anna Big Gun's gun just to try and get her... She has a 1% chance and a 9%. So you know what? We're gonna have Big Guns just go on Overwatch. Tori, Overwatch for you as well. When these guys come forward to throw a grenade, you can maybe take a poke at them. So this guy's going to kill himself by falling back, I think. Alright, well that's actually a positive outcome. I don't mind. On the plus side, that guy falling back does give us an opportunity for a later capture. These mechtoids are going to be a serious problem. There are 2 of them. I'm not sure if both of them are going to be shielded.
Superficial wound.
That guy is never going to miss a single shot. An Exalt Trooper at this late in the game, that guy's got to have like a 90 base aim at the minimum. So we can expect unpleasantness coming from that gentleman in all situations, times, options. Offer void in Utah. That was suboptimal. So what are you actually going to do? Blow yourself up. And flank yourself. And then come into the single worst possible position you could theoretically occupy. So a little gift from the gods here, from the aliens. I gotta say, we're not doing too well, but the aliens are doing their level best to help us out. They really are. And we're gonna go with our patented gimmick here. It's gonna be a proximity mine from Charlie Hunnam. This leaves him in the open as both an attractive nuisance, and it gives us the opportunity to do some fantastic damage in addition to that. Now, Kristen Stewart, you are going to need to move to someplace that offers you at least some form of cover. Kristen Stewart may be dead. And we continue to get lucky beyond any reason. I mean, seriously, we should not have. Yeah, it's beyond reason. We're just lucky beyond reason. Kristen Stewart should be dead. Vanilla Ice should likewise be at least injured. So there's a number of very, very dead enemies. And a big gun's gun. I actually don't even want to have shoot while that shield is up. We need to see if we can get someone over there to perhaps kill that sectoid. Does anyone have a reasonable shot at all? That shot is not terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. Likewise, if we're willing to sacrifice some meld...
Heading to that location. Enemies in sight.
Oh, that's real bad, Vanilla. Real bad, buddy.
X-ray on the move. They're flanking us.
Yeah, you've effectively just fucked up our whole turn. Nicely done.
On the move.
Good work. Thanks. So...
Heading
Huge
in
Axeman's
now.
only going to get one shot at the sectoid that we absolutely have to kill because, well, because Vanilla Ice is bad at his job. We're going to take the rapid fire here. We only need one of these to hit. We need one of these to hit. Only needed one of those to hit. None of them hit. Excellent work. Very pleased with what you're bringing to the table there, bud. It is hollow targeted. Real steel? Nope. So, sectoid, unhittable sectoid, continues to be unhittable. That's lovely. We could get a kill here with Sir Sidney. We're going for a rope-a-dope maneuver here with Sir Sid's. This has got to be done. I don't necessarily like this. He's going to move in. He's going to kill that Mechtoid. Nice bullet to the face there. Gets the job done. Mechtoid is down. And then Sir Sidney is going to beat a little feet. Now, the problem here is this vehicle has not been pre-destroyed the way we prefer our vehicles. But,
Heading to that location.
much better than leaving Sir Sidney just standing out in the open where he's ready to get flanked. Also, none of the enemies can even see Sir Sidney from there. So we do have that sort of slight ancillary benefit working for us. And there's no doubt in my mind here that we're definitively going to need a smoke grenade. We've got a number of troopers here exposed to some floaters. We should really have... You know what? We are going to have Tori fall back. I did not like Tori's position at all. That just leaves us Anna Big Gun's gun, who honestly doesn't really have a whole lot to offer to this situation, other than the fact that Anna Big Gun's gun is ludicrously swift. I think Big Guns is just going to evacuate. When the chips are down, you can get the hell out of Dodge. There's no reason to stay in Kansas. And I mean that quite literally. If you live in Kansas, I sincerely apologize. There's no reason to be there. You should consider moving. I've been to Kansas many times. Being from Missouri, it's, you know, not exactly an exotic destination for us. And, it's just open plains and corn, folks. I mean, that's it. It's got two things. Open plains and corn. That's it. We got some bad damage here for Charlie Hunnam, and that poor guy loves to take a beating. He, well, I don't know if he loves to take a beating, but he routinely takes pretty savage beatings, so at some point, when you get beat as often as Charlie Hunnam has been beaten, I have to assume that you're kind of into it. Maybe Charlie has a little kind of BDSM thing working where he doesn't really mind a few light lashes now and then. I have to say, I'm reasonably pleased with how our overall strategy sort of panned out there. I did not expect this to work anywhere close to as well as it has worked. So let's see if we can get the repeat here. We should probably have Charlie move at least a little. He can do what he's about to do from almost anywhere on the field. So let's move Charlie slightly. This is probably going to draw... Oh, yeah, Overwatch. That's okay. I actually don't mind Charlie doing this. Less okay that the hit occurred, but we didn't really have an option. That guy's got to die because he does have a grenade, and he will chuck it at our two units here. But better Charlie take that Overwatch and get hit than either Sir Sidney or Anna Big Gun's gun. Although, in all honesty, Anna Big Gun's gun probably could have just used lightning reflexes to pull it out. I really want that sectoid dead before I set that off. Can anyone kill the sectoid? No. Can anyone even see the sectoid? No. Does anyone even know where the sectoid happens to be at the moment? Again, the answer is a resounding no. So we definitely should have had in on Big Gun's gun take that last move. We're going to run Big Guns to here and just hope she has a shot. The reason for that is that Sir Sidney is pretty much, yeah, it's... Well, that's awful in every single direction. That literally could not have turned out worse. What has Huge Axeman flanked? I'm guessing this guy. So Taylor Lautner, you have bad hit percent, sir. Very bad. So we need somebody to hollow target for you then. Do you have hollow targeting Vanilla Ice? You do not. Vanilla could probably get a kill for us with a grenade. Except I think he's suppressed, so he's going to be able to throw one about 1.5 feet. Yeah, that's a problem. Admiral Akbar, what can you do? Very little, and you're in a terrible position. This is not turning out well for us at all. We could probably salvage it if Sir Sidney had some fucking bullets in his gun, but Sir Sidney does not, so we may actually have to fall back. Admiral Akbar is likewise going to have to retreat a bit. She can take a pot shot here at this floater. And by a pot shot, I mean Tori Spelling's fisheye vision can put a round straight through his fucking skull. No one can get shots. Alright, we're not going to get shots at the sectoid. I have to come to grips with that fact. Huge Axeman has been off all mission. I'm just going to say, you have not been producing, sir. Sure, you got 2 hits there, but I can't help but notice that guy is still alive.
Can't engage.
Vanilla Ice, what kind of chance do you have to hit that guy? None, because you can't even see him. You get a grenade over there? Absolutely not. Kristen Stewart, you may need to run him. We can't. Charlie Hunnam is going to get killed. There's nothing we can do to thwart this Mechtoid. There's nothing we can do to stop it from killing Charlie Hunnam. So we have to do this, despite the fact that this is going to do very, very little damage.
Commander, it would be preferable.
We also blew up a meld canister. I really don't care about the meld canister getting exploded. We've got Moose. We're gonna try and save. If we're gonna try and save Charlie Hunnam, Moose is gonna have to do it. Moose, you're our only hope, sir. You actually have a reasonable chance to hit him. This could kill him if you hit twice. Anna, this is a long shot. Mostly because Anna Big Gun's gun has legitimately no chance in hell of actually hitting that gentleman. It's just Vanilla Ice left. Vanilla Ice is all we've got left, folks. No, we're going to put Vanilla on Overwatch. Somebody's probably going to die here, and this is why I hate this map. I really cannot adequately express my hatred for this particular map. I fucking despise it. It is horrid. This may be the end of Taylor Lautner, actually. Or this Mechtoid could make the most ridiculous decisions of all time, because rather than kill a single unit, he just wounded 2. I don't know, I guess the aliens just want us to fucking suffer. How did that not draw Overwatch? Clearly, the only thing we can infer from this is that the aliens, they actively want us to suffer. They don't want us dead, they just want to punish us. So, big guns. Oh, she can't quite get into range for the stun. We're still going to try and set that up. That guy has 1 health. So we'll draw the lightning reflexes to pull the Overwatch here.
Incoming fire.
And a big gun's gun is going to shoot this Exalt Trooper in the back. Didn't get a kill.
Running dry.
But that's okay. So, Tori Spelling. You know what, Tori? I can't fault you. You've been the one bright spot in this otherwise desperate kind of shit show that we've got working here. You have been the one solid spot. That Mechtoid taking advantage of a position where he cannot be seen from. Fortunately for us, Kristen Stewart does not seem to see the enemy to kill the enemy. Kristen Stewart's 1,000-yard stare pierces through fucking material like Superman's X-ray vision. You can feel that goddamn blank-ass stare of hers boring into you from 1,000 yards away. That's why they call her Kristen 1,000-Yard Stewart. So Sidney can absolutely kill this guy whenever he wants to. It's a given. That guy can die whenever we like. This overwatching sectoid is not really an issue. Let's just have Sir Sidney go for the kill. I'm very concerned with keeping Charlie Hunnam safe. If this hits, I'll be fucking amazed. Not amazed. A sectoid doing a little bit of long-range gunslinging from behind a car is rarely going to hit much. There's our Exalt Trooper dead. Now our goal here is to get old Sid's in a position where he can potentially get a kill on that heavy floater that we're purposely not going to engage. Taylor Moose Lautner has one shot. And by that I mean he only has one bullet in his gun. Let's kill this suppressing unit. Of course not. I believe Hugh Jackman is empty. Yep. Why don't you go ahead and reload, Hugh? Steady your empty weapon, because that would be brilliant strategy right there. Steadying an empty weapon, that's fucking genius, Hugh. That should not even have been an option. Charlie, I want you to go right here where no one has line of sight to you in any way, shape, or form, because you have 4 health left. Also, go on Overwatch.
Commander.
Vanilla Ice, you're in a tough spot, and I'm fully cognizant of that. I'm going to do everything I can to try and help you out, specifically by having Hugh Jackman shoot that guy that's on the other side of the cover. Of course, he's not going to kill that guy, because, I mean, that would be ridiculous. Are you our only unit left? You are. So the question is it better to make that guy take Overwatch? The Overwatch won't kill him. Yeah, we're going to move. I would rather him take this Overwatch shot, which has an innate penalty on opportunity fire, than I would just to have this guy fly around, flank Vanilla Ice, and just gun him down. So this seems like... Actually, you know what? Now that Vanilla Ice is over here, we don't have to screw around. Vanilla Ice can just straight up go for the kill with a nice little grenade over the lion. Hear him roar! Little known fact, Vanilla Ice, huge fan of the Lannister family. Huge Lannister fan. This is going to be... That, in all honesty, probably should have been more unfortunate for Taylor Lautner than it turned out to be. On the plus side, potential capture. Seriously, Sir Sidney Poitier, you're going to let a sectoid do that to you? That's ugly, man. That's plain ugly. Just plain ugly. That's unexpected, but... It's okay. It's unexpected, but it's not really that big of a problem. So we have 2 potential tiles here where... the sectoid is still a problem, Sir Sidney. Let's send Anna Big Gun's gun in first. We'll have Big Guns go for the capture first, and if she can't get it done, we'll send in the pro.
Hope this works.
Fantastic.
Looks like you're coming home with us.
That was beautiful. Well done, Anna Big Gun's gun. I love everything that you're doing, everything you're about, everything you stand for.
Dead in the water here. Damn it. Enemy
And,
still alive.
you know, if you have a newsletter, I would happily subscribe to it. There's no reason... Yeah, don't do that, actually. There's no reason to have Taylor Lautner just stand out exposed like this. He has no weapon, no ammunition. We're going to get him the hell out of Dodge. Let's bring K-Stu up here a little bit. She can take a poke at Mr. Floater here. Not expecting this to hit, but hollow targeting is really all I was looking for there. And K-Stu was more than capable of getting it done. Vanilla Ice going to come in and go for what may be his 3rd kill of the mission. 5% chance for that to happen, so we need a critical to do it. No critical, but some damage, which is fine. Can't miss shot for Hugh Jackman. So our team leader finally does something worthy of leading. That leaves us Charlie Hunnam.
Okay.
And Sir Sidney to handle a lone sectoid. Sir Sidney is going to be in the hospital for a very, very, very long time at the end of this mission. A very long time. Sid's is badly wounded here. I have a 1 health sectoid. We could go for the capture. We have no backup plan if this fails, and it would almost certainly kill Sir Sidney. So for a sectoid, there's no way I'm going to chance it. We're taking the kill. And that should be end of mission? How is that not end of mission? Alright, well, Sir Sidney, get away from what may be an exploding car, then. Oh, we've still got this guy. Well, Charlie Hunnam is in dire straits. As is Sir Sidney. This is not good. Alright, so we have to come up with a strategy for this, then. And, I can't really say that I like any of our chances. Alright, so none of these guys can even see the floater.
I'm on it.
I really feel that having Charlie Hunnam stand here is possibly the second to third worst idea we've ever had. So we're going to move him to a position of safety, and we're going to put him on Overwatch.
Scanning.
Now, Sir Sidney can likewise see this guy, which, again, I don't really like. So, Sir Sidney, why don't you also get the hell out of there since you... Oh, Sir Sidney has 1 health. Sir Sidney not only can't be in this general vicinity, Sir Sidney can't be anywhere within potential grenade range either. We got to get Sids and Charlie Hunnam both way the hell out of dodge. A single heavy floater grenade could finish either one of them.
I'm on the move.
Maybe if Tori Spelling was a little closer to the enemy, she could apply some of those fantastic med kits she's always talking about.
Position confirmed.
You think? Maybe?
Good to go.
Moving out.
So we're going to bring Kristen Stewart up here. Kristen's going to go on Overwatch.
I've got my eyes on.
And a big gun's gun has got to reload. We have no option. Vanilla,
We'll go.
I want you to be sort of this this attractive nuisance for us. Let's see how the floater... Alright, the floater's coming into our Overwatch. Excellent. Didn't get the kill there, but we did combine for some quite blistering damage between our 2 units on Overwatch. And Hugh Jackman's going to take another poke here. No plush banana for Hugh, though. He can only go 1 for 2.
Missed the target.
But Mr. Floater is now out of actions and just standing out in the middle of nowhere, dick in his hand, just looking for any port in a storm. Unfortunately for him, I don't think he's going to find one. We're going to bring Anna Big Gun's gun in here, and she's going to put a little hollow targeting. Oh. So the enemy moved to the tile from which it would be most difficult to see to the largest point on the map, because that's how aliens
I'm
work.
on it, Commander.
Fortunately for us, again, Robert Van Winkle, much like his counterpart Kristen Stewart, does not need line of sight to kill the enemy.
Fastball special.
He'll give you the fastball special. He'll steal Hugh Jackman's patented line. He doesn't care about copyright or trademark infringement or any of that bullshit. He'll come straight up at you.
Yes, Commander.
Robert Van Winkle has no respect for copyright law. I mean, I think Ice Ice Baby proved that to everyone. Some aggressive sampling on that track.
Weapons
Another
sucking
day,
ammo fast.
another successful operation.
Also, Operation Flying Future, I wouldn't necessarily qualify it as a complete success there, Bradford. I think at best one could call that a mixed success. Although, anytime I can complete that map without losing at least 1 trooper, I personally feel buoyed because I hate that map fucking so much. Pre-blowing up the cars with grenades seems to be very handy in that. So, Sir Sidney out for the effective future. Charlie Hunnam, once again, the guy has never met a bullet that he didn't like to swallow. Can't go on a mission without taking aggressive damage. We did bring back an alien rifle, though, about which I am quite pleased. 6 Illyrium, some meld, mechtoid core, other assorted junk. We are going to use that plasma rifle almost immediately.
We will be in touch, Commander.
And by almost immediately, I mean exactly immediately. We are going to go build that into probably another reflex cannon. Let's take a look at our weaponry and see what's on the table. I really want a plasma sniper rifle. We could build another plasma rifle, which we would have use for. A plasma carbine, we could actually just build as many of those as we like. And we may consider building another one of those, but we don't have the Illyrium. Let's see here. What do we want to turn that into? I think a reflex cannon really is the best bet. We need a reflex cannon for our scout, so let's get that started. And that's going to take us down to 14 Illyrium, which means, well, we're effectively out of Illyrium for the time being, so that's fine. Another reflex cannon. As much as I will hate to retire, of course, the pink commemorative can't take me home alloy cannon, I think the reflex cannon is going to be a much better addition. That'll allow us to have a scout within the zone and a reflex cannon, and that can ball completely out of control into some massive, massive damage and piles of dead aliens. So, with our reflex cannon ordered, and Dr. Shan and his 1,000 monkeys at 1,000 typewriters furiously pounding away like an, pounding away like an angry John Henry, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section, and John Henry references notwithstanding. If you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.